Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered where it all came from? How did the stars, the planets, even our own Earth come to be? The story of creation is the biggest story there is. It's a story full of mystery, wonder, and incredible events. The quest to understand our origins transcends time and culture. In ancient China, the story goes that a giant named Pangu emerged from a cosmic egg. As he grew, he separated the heavens and the earth, creating the world as we know it. When Pangu died, his breath became the wind, his blood the rivers, and his bones the mountains. The Aboriginal Australians tell the dream time, a time when ancestral beings shaped the land and its creatures through their actions and stories. Everything in the natural world, from the mountains to the animals, is seen as a connection to this sacred time of creation. The ancient Greeks believed in Gaia, the Earth Mother, who emerged from chaos and gave birth to the Titans, the Olympians, and all of creation. These stories, passed down through generations, helped people understand the world around them and their place within it. These are just a few examples of the many creation myths from cultures around the world. Each story is unique, reflecting the beliefs and values of the people who told it, but they all share a common thread, a desire to make sense of the universe and our place within it. Today, science offers a different kind of creation story, one based on observation, evidence, and mathematical models. This story is called the Big Bang Theory. Don't let the name fool you. It wasn't an explosion in the traditional sense. Imagine, if you will, all the matter and energy in the universe compressed into a point smaller than an atom. About 13.8 billion years ago, this tiny point began to expand rapidly. We call this expansion the Big Bang. Within fractions of a second, the universe grew exponentially, cooling as it expanded. This wasn't an explosion into pre-existing space, but rather the expansion of space itself. As the universe cooled, energy began to transform into particles, forming the building blocks of everything we see around us. The first atoms, mostly hydrogen and helium, formed after about 380,000 years. Gravity began to pull these atoms together, forming vast clouds of gas. These clouds would eventually become the birthplaces of stars and galaxies. From gas clouds to planets. Within these giant clouds of hydrogen and helium, gravity pulled matter together. These clumps of matter grew denser and hotter over millions of years. Eventually, the pressure and temperature at their cores became so intense that nuclear fusion began. This is the process where hydrogen atoms fuse together to form helium, releasing enormous amounts of energy in the process. And so, stars were born, lighting up the universe. The intense heat and energy from these early stars blasted out into space, pushing against the surrounding gas and dust. This created areas of higher density, where gravity could pull in more material. Over time, this material clumped together to form planets, moons, and asteroids. Our own solar system, including our planet Earth, formed in this way about 4.6 billion years ago. It's amazing to think that the atoms in our bodies were once part of these ancient stars and gas clouds. Life finds a way. The early Earth was a harsh and unforgiving place, bombarded by asteroids and racked by volcanic eruptions. The atmosphere was very different from today's, lacking oxygen and full of toxic gases. Yet, in this seemingly inhospitable environment, life emerged. How this happened is one of the biggest mysteries in science. We don't know exactly when or how life began, but we have some clues. Simple organic molecules, the building blocks of life, can form spontaneously under the right conditions. Scientists believe that early Earth provided these conditions, perhaps in volcanic vents or shallow pools of water. Over millions of years, these simple molecules combined and recombined, eventually forming more complex structures like proteins and DNA. The first life forms were single-celled organisms, similar to bacteria. They were simple, but they had the amazing ability to reproduce and pass on their genetic information. A universe still unfolding. From the Big Bang to the birth of stars, from the formation of planets to the emergence of life, the story of creation is an epic saga that continues to unfold. Life on Earth evolves and diversifies. We are part of this ongoing story, connected to everything in the universe. The quest to understand our origins takes us from the smallest atom to the largest galaxy. And while we have learned much, there is still much more to explore. The universe is full of mysteries, beckoning us to unlock its secrets. So the next time you look up at the night sky, Remember, you are witnessing the grand unfolding of the universe. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.